Alright guys, we got the work skid all loaded up in the back of the truck. And then we got our taillight wiring figured out. The battery charge pin didn't have any power because the fuse is missing out of there. Works about right with these toolboxes, and then you can still see in there to see your tools. Well, we're out here at the farm getting the Landoll all ready to go. And we had a big old crack in there we had to weld up. The whole beam was cracked. But I figured I'd give you guys a Ty's helpful tip of the day. Whenever you're trying to tighten a big nut and you got to use a breaker bar, and you can't get the right angle on it because it hits here, and if you trying to get it over in here, you're running into that. So what you can do is take and just rotate your socket on the nut until you get the right angle. And every time you rotate that socket, it'll just slightly change where the square angle is too. Now we're out here working on this Miller Nitro, and it's got a crack in the center mast. It's pretty normal for Miller Nitros. It's already been welded once, and somebody's got to do it again. Got the crack all ground out. And it turned out pretty good. Got a tiny gap in the middle, which is good. So you know you get penetration all the way through. You can kind of see part of the crack down in there. And the crack just went on down that way, so I just kind of die grinded it. And really I should drill a hole at the end of it, but I didn't really feel like taking this whole hydraulic block off, because that's what I had to do last time. I had to take the booms off and then tip the whole front center mast forward, and that was on a different machine. This is the first time welding on this machine. I'll just try to get weld down in there as far and as hot as I can, and hope it doesn't crack anymore, because if it cracks more, then I gotta take the block off. And whenever you're grinding these out, you gotta make sure you get all the crack out of it. Getting it all welded up. It wasn't the easiest getting back in there, but it should hold just fine. Got about 3 or 4 more passes to make on it. Thankfully I didn't burn the place down yet. got the work skid out here working on this Great Plains drill. Got a little one-way clutch. It's like a spring clutch inside there. We took it apart and cleaned it and greased it, and it worked for a while. But there's basically 3 pieces in here. And there's a spring in there, and it only allows it to lock up when it goes one way. But it keeps slipping, and we don't have parts for it, so what we ended up doing is just took our welding tip, a little bit of a oxyacetylene weld on there, just some filler rod, but that'll lock it up for now until we can order the new $300 clutch for it. I think the next project will be making a welding skid with a welder on it, because oxyacetylene will work in a pinch, but it's probably better to have a welder. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed seeing the work skid in action. And like, comment, subscribe. Maybe we'll be building a welding skid here pretty soon.